everybody, welcome back to another virtual lesson for Sunday school. I know it's still weird and feels different, but at least we get to touch people from all over the country now and over the world can watch and do the same Sunday school lesson as you, which I think is pretty cool. And those who used to be here that moved away can still watch our lessons. Like Lucas used to be here and now he's all the way in New Jersey and he gets to watch with us. So, hi Luke, glad that you can join us today. We're continuing learning about spiritual gifts, and I know we talked about them last week. Miss Teresa kind of said what a couple different spiritual gifts are and how you could learn to find out what your spiritual gifts might be. And we're going to read a different passage from the Bible about them this week. We're still in the New Testament, but we're going to be in 1 Corinthians. There are different kinds of gifts, but they are all given by the same Spirit. There are different ways to serve, but they all come from the same Lord. There are different ways to work, but the same God makes it possible for all of us to have all those different things. So just a refresher, when you believe in Jesus and you believe in God, the Holy Spirit will fill you with different spiritual gifts. Let's see what some of those might be. You might have the spiritual gift of serving, and you love to serve others, and that's easy for you. You might like to help at school and serve your teacher, or you might like to serve at home and help with dinner and set the table. This is a great gift to have when it comes to Mother's Day ideas, that you could serve your mom. You could make her coffee or breakfast, or help with the laundry and dishes. Leadership, that's another great spiritual gift, and maybe you have the gift of being in a group. You can take charge and lead the group, and that's definitely not everyone has this gift, and that's a special way to encourage people and guide a group into success. Some of you may have the spiritual gift of mercy, and you are able to forgive others and give them grace. This is definitely not my spiritual gift, but this comes in handy when you might fight with siblings or friends and you're able to give them mercy. Encouragement, maybe you have the gift of encouraging others and you might cheer them on, maybe when it comes to sports, when it comes to races, you could cheer everyone on, or if someone's nervous about a test, or you can encourage your parents, maybe if they're feeling sad or down, you could help give them a hug and make them feel better. Maybe you have the spiritual gift of teaching. Maybe when a friend can't understand something, or a little brother or sister can't understand something, maybe you have the spiritual gift of sitting them and having the patience to teach to them. Maybe you have the spiritual gift of giving. Another great gift to have for Mother's Day, and you just like to give. Maybe you like to give your mom homemade presents, homemade cards. Maybe you could make an art project for your mom and give it. Maybe you have that spiritual gift, or you just like to give. You can make things for the homeless. There are tons of ways to use the spiritual gift of giving. Or maybe you have the spiritual gift of faith. You have that strong faith that you can share with others and guide them towards Jesus. That's definitely a gift. You can definitely tell those people that have that gift and have that extra love in their heart, and they just are able to share Jesus and his stories in a way that just makes you understand more and makes you closer to him. So those are some of those types of gifts. And the question is, why do we have those gifts? And, well, God gave us those gifts so that we can serve others and serve God. And it's a lot easier to go through life with all those gifts, right? It's got easier that God gave us the gift of someone to be a leader, and a lot easier to give when you have that spiritual gift of giving. So one way that we can kind of explain this is through a little science experiment. So you're going to come along with me on a little journey right now. So, not having spiritual gifts is kind of like going through life with a heavy load. Or a heavy Charlotte. And it's kind of hard, right? It's hard to do things like that. But, come on out. God gives us spiritual gifts. And when He gives us those spiritual gifts, it makes it a lot easier to go through life. Look. One finger. A lot easier to get through life. When the machine is fast enough. Woo! So, life's kind of hard without those gifts. It's a pretty hard thing to do, but when you believe in God and believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit fills us with those gifts and makes it so much easier to go through life. So, let's thank God for giving us our gifts, whatever your spiritual gifts are. And I hope that maybe you'll use those spiritual gifts today on Mother's Day to show your mom how much you love her. And just remember that God gave us these gifts so we can serve others and serve God. Have a great week. Stay safe and healthy. And let me know how you use those spiritual gifts so you can serve others and serve God. Have a great week, everybody.